Yo, what up is Don?
Sammy Lee here.
You are tuned into the Soul Brothers TV, Soul Squad, stand up. We're back at you with some hot news, fresh, hot off the press. This is the Paul George 1 leak.
PG-1.
The PG-1.
PG-13?
Yeah, so well, I can't wait for that shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
PG-13? That'll be dope.
But what the hell, man?
Okay, so when you enter the market, unless you're like a huge marquee player, which Paul George is dope, but he's not like he's not like a LeBron or a Kobe, right? And unless you enter the realm as that type of status of player, your first model is gonna be they just kind of ease you in. You know what I mean? You're not going to get all the best tech. It's not going to be like a $160 shoe.
Exactly.
Right? It's going to be a budget model. Like look at the Kyries.
Kyrie ones, but they're actually pretty nice.
For sure, they're not a bad shoe, but you're not going to get like their undivided attention. I feel like Nike. So I mean, even Steph Curry couldn't get any love from Nike. That's crazy.
Well, that's because Nike's stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It looks like an average kind of budget model.
You know what I think a lot of companies do is they have like these release like leaked image of the shoe.
Yeah, and they see
of like an ugly ass colorway.
Yeah.
Right. So then you kind of get used to it. You're like, that shit's ugly as fuck. But then you keep looking at it. It looks a little bit better. And then once they release it, it's a different colorway and it's like a doper colorway.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I like it now.
For sure.
And so I think they're kind of like playing with your minds because they're so fucking good at it.
Yeah.
But it has a strap in like the what do you call it?
Yeah, so it's
like the forefoot.
Yeah, so it's a low. It's a one booty upper.
Like it looks really similar to the Lillards and the 89s.
It does. And the midsole is kind of chunky looking. It looks like it might have some zoom. I would suggest I would assume there's gonna be some zoom in there somewhere.
Probably like the Kyrie ones.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna be able to feel it.
It's got this segmented outsole that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
In the toe.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then materials, it looks like a mesh backed with like the neoprene kind of like one booty upper thing.
For sure.
Just like the Lillards.
The upper material really reminds me of the Soldier 9s. With the flywire underneath the mesh.
Yeah, you can see that the flywire right there. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, but it's like what, $110?
$110. How much were the Kyrie ones?
They were around
like $115.
Yeah,
I think it was like $115.
But those were hot. Man, those were hot. When they came out, people were like, "Yo!"
And like Kyrie is big.
We're selling out. Kyrie's pretty hot right now. See, Paul George, he had that nasty injury. He kind of stepped back for a little bit, but he was on course to start doing some real damage.
He's really good.
He was balling.
He's tall as shit.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's really long arms. He has a 3-point shot.
Yeah. He's like a classic. He's like a classic shooting guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Kobe.
Like a Kobe, like a Jordan, you know what I mean?
He can dunk the ball really easily.
Yeah.
It's like where Kyrie is like more,
For sure.
He like rarely dunks and shit. I'm not saying dunking is important, but
Yeah.
I'll just shut up.
But he's like built like a Kobe, like a Tracy McGrady.
But like he's taller, right? Or is he?
I don't know.
I think he's a little bit taller than
Maybe
Kobe.
a little bit taller. Kobe's like 6'7".
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but you know. I don't know.
Jordan was like 6'6". That's kind of your standard area for like a shooting guard.
But he's playing in the Hyperdunk Elites or Flyknits, and that has full length zoom, Flyknit and shit. Mm-hmm. And he's gonna have to go to his signature shoe, signature shoe.
They'll probably do like they do Kyrie and put it and bless him with full length boost.
That's fucked up.
And leave the fucking
full length boost.
You bounce,
bounce,
zoom.
Okay.
Oh, there's too many.
Okay. Alright. I see you, bro.
But he might even get full length boost,
Yeah.
He might have a little connected Adidas, ship his shoes over there.
Yeah.
That would be hardcore if he did that.
But anyway, did he make a big contract?
Who?
PG?
I don't know. I think he was already locked into a contract.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure he renegotiated.
He probably needs to though, right? Because his signature line. Because there's a lot of people that are sponsored by Nike.
Oh, you mean with Nike?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his NBA contract. Oh, yeah. So he probably signed a contract for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know for how long and for how much money, but
it's like how do you? Okay, so if you're like
Paul George is gonna start balling.
He is.
Mark my words.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna start going in this year.
But then, okay, so like DeAndre Jordan, he wears like Nike, like Hyperdunk and shit, right?
Yeah.
So does Nike pay him, or does he get just free shoes?
That's interesting. Let's do some recon on that. I want to know that also, because you see players wear certain shoes, and I'm always like a lot of players wear the D-Rose 7734.
Yeah.
A lot of like big guys, and I'm like, why are they wearing that shoe? It's not a bad shoe.
It's just like you can get so much better.
Of all the shoes, you're gonna choose that?
Yeah, and I hear a lot of like people in the NBA, they're like doing LeBron 12 IDs and they're buying it themselves and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, how come Nike didn't hook them up?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how it works, but it's very interesting. And,
yeah, I'm interested in the politics of all that. What's actually really going on?
Yep.
But that's it. We're just talking about the PG-1.
PG-1.
You know?
So yeah, if you're younger than 1, you can't watch the movie.
No.
But above that, you can watch it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we will catch you guys next time. My name is Don.
Sam Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers. Later.
Peace.